You just said yes to the car. You are in the finance office. You are filling out paperwork. And then the F&I manager slides a brochure across the desk. Extended warranty. 5 years of coverage. Peace of mind. You think, that actually sounds smart. Cars are expensive to repair. This could save me thousands. You are about to spend between $1,000 and $4,000 on a product with a markup of up to 1,000%. The warranty desk is where car dealerships make more money per minute than anywhere else in the building, including the car sale itself. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what an extended warranty is, what it actually costs a dealer, what you should pay for it if you buy one at all, and the 3 questions that every F&I manager dreads because they end the upsell immediately. First, you need to understand what you are actually being sold, because there are 2 completely different products that are both called extended warranties. The first is a manufacturer extended warranty. This is sold directly by the automaker, Toyota, Ford, GM, and it is backed by the manufacturer. If something goes wrong, you go to any authorized dealership and they fix it. These are generally the most reliable form of extended coverage. The second is a third-party vehicle service contract. This is what most dealerships sell. It is issued by a private company, not the automaker. And the fine print on these contracts is where most of the problems live. Third-party contracts often exclude the most common and expensive repairs. They have lists of covered components. Everything not on the list is not covered. And the list is written by the company that profits from not paying claims. When a dealership sells you an extended warranty, they are almost always selling you the second type, the third-party contract, because that is where their margin lives. The dealer buys the contract from a warranty company at wholesale cost, sometimes as low as $300 to $500. They sell it to you for $1,500 to $3,000. The dealer keeps the difference. And here's the detail that most buyers never discover until it is too late. Many of these warranty companies have high claim denial rates. They find reasons not to pay: pre-existing conditions, improper maintenance records, components not on the covered list. Let me show you what the extended warranty business actually looks like in numbers. The average extended warranty sold at a dealership costs the buyer between $1,500 and $3,000. The dealer's cost for that same contract, what they paid the warranty company, it's typically between $300 and $600. That is a markup of between 250% and 900% on a single product, sold in under 10 minutes. At the moment, your guard is completely down after a major purchase decision. Now, here's what makes this even more significant. Consumer Reports data consistently shows that the average extended warranty costs more than the repairs it covers over its lifetime. In other words, statistically, you would be better off taking the money you would spend on the warranty and putting it in a dedicated repair savings account. The math almost always favors self-insuring over purchasing third-party coverage. A study by the Government Accountability Office found that for every dollar consumers paid in extended warranty premiums, they received back approximately 80 cents in claims payouts on average, meaning the product destroys value by design. 80 cents back on every dollar spent. That is a negative return product being sold as peace of mind. At this point, you might be wondering, if the math is this clear, why does almost everyone who walks into an F&I office walk out with a warranty? The answer is not stupidity. The answer is psychology. The extended warranty is sold at the exact worst possible moment for rational decision-making. You have just committed to a $30,000 or $40,000 purchase. You are mentally and emotionally exhausted from the negotiation. Your brain is in completion mode. It wants to finish and leave. The warranty is anchored against the car price. Against $35,000, $1,500 sounds like almost nothing. That is the anchor effect working exactly as designed. And the pitch is built around loss aversion, one of the most powerful forces in human psychology. What if the transmission fails? What if the electronics go? Repair bills can be $5,000. Don't you want to be covered? Loss aversion research consistently shows that people feel the pain of a potential loss approximately twice as strongly as they feel the pleasure of an equivalent gain. The warranty salesman is not selling coverage. They are selling relief from the fear of a future loss. Once you understand that the pitch is targeting your psychology rather than your wallet, the product looks completely different. Here are the 3 questions that end every extended warranty upsell, and that every F&I manager would prefer you never ask. Question 1. What is your cost for this contract? The F&I manager is legally required to disclose the dealer's cost if you ask directly in most states. When they reveal they paid $300 for something they're selling you for $2,000, the conversation changes permanently. Question 2. What specifically is not covered by this contract? Every warranty has exclusions. Most buyers are sold on what is covered. Almost no one asks about exclusions. The F&I manager must walk you through what the contract does not cover, and that list is often longer and more significant than the covered components list. Question 3. Can I purchase this same coverage directly from the warranty company after I leave today? The answer is almost always yes, and the price directly from the warranty company is significantly lower than the dealer markup. This question removes the artificial scarcity and time pressure from the room immediately. You do not have to be confrontational. You do not have to know anything about cars. These 3 questions, asked calmly and in sequence, will tell you everything you need to know about whether the product in front of you is worth buying. Here's the financially sound alternative to a dealership extended warranty. Option 1. Self-insure. Take the $1,500 to $3,000 you would have spent on the warranty and put it in a high-yield savings account dedicated to car repairs. This account earns interest. It covers any repair, not just the ones on a covered components list. And if you never need it, you keep it. Option 2. If you want actual coverage, buy it directly from a reputable third-party warranty company after you leave the dealership. Endurance, CarChecks, and the few others have reasonable products at significantly lower prices than dealer markup. Take 30 days, read the contract, compare options. Option 3. If your car is still under the manufacturer's factory warranty, which covers the first 3 to 5 years on most new vehicles, you almost certainly do not need additional coverage yet. The F&I office will try to sell you extended coverage before the factory warranty even expires. That is not protection. That is overlap you're paying for. Let's bring it together. The extended warranty at the dealership carries a markup of between 250% and 900%. The dealer paid $300. You pay $2,000. Consumer Reports data shows the average warranty costs more than the repairs it covers over its lifetime. The Government Accountability Office found buyers received 80 cents back for every dollar spent. That is a negative return product being sold as peace of mind. The product is sold at the psychological low point of the purchase, when your guard is down, your anchor is a $40,000 car, and loss aversion is deliberately being targeted. The 3 questions that change everything. What is your cost? What is not covered? Can I buy this directly after I leave today? The better alternative, self-insure with a dedicated repair savings account, or buy coverage directly from a warranty company at a fraction of the dealer price. You walked into that F&I office not knowing any of this. Now you do, and that knowledge is worth more than any warranty they were going to sell you. If Nick Finance is giving you the financial architecture to walk into these rooms differently, subscribe. Car Dealership Series continues next week.